Il segnale raffigurato si trova all'inizio di un'autostrada. So what is the answer of the 11? If you know it, you can write the answer in the comment section. Okay, so of course the number 11, the answer is false. The reason why it is false, because the question says this sign is located at the beginning of the motorway or the highway. It is false because it can never be found even in the motorway. This sign is found in the city. Okay, so that is why the answer of the 11 is false. 12. La distanza di sicurezza dipende dalle condizioni di salute del conducente. So of course the 12 is vero. It says the safety distance depends on the health conditions of the driver. And it is true, because if the driver is not healthy or is not feeling well, it could affect the safety distance that he will keep. So it is absolutely vero. 13. In presenza del segnale raffigurato si può circolare sui binari senza intralciare la marcia del tram. So of course the 13 is vero. It says in the presence of this sign, it is possible to travel on the track without hindering the progress of the tram. So it is vero. Why is the answer vero? Because this is just the crossing of the tram. So that's why the 13 is absolutely vero. 14. I tamponamenti stradali avvengono maggiormente se non si rispetta la distanza di sicurezza. So 14, of course, it is vero. It says the road collisions or accident occurs more frequently if a safe distance is not respected. So the 14 is absolutely vero. So we must always comply or keep the safety distance. Okay, that is to avoid accidents. Very good. Number 15. Durante la marcia, in caso di nebbia con visibilità inferiore a 50 metri, bisogna usare la luce posteriore per nebbia, se il veicolo ne è dotato. So 15, we know that the 15, the right answer is vero. He said while driving in case of fog, with visibility less than 50 meters, you must use the back fog light if the vehicle is equipped with one. So it is absolutely vero. Okay, so that your vehicle will be well seen on the road. Yeah, for those, I teach Patente B and also Patente C and also Chikuchi in English. So any classes you want to join, you just send me a message on WhatsApp so that I'll join you to the private class. It's very simple. Those of you who need help with serious learning for Patente B, for Patente C and D, and also Chikuchi in English, you can just let me know, send me a message on the WhatsApp so that I will take you through the private classes or take you through the main topics that you are finding it difficult, help you pass your exams. In order for one to learn seriously, you really need to join a good teacher, a good teaching. If not, it's literally impossible to pass the exams. Ok? Allora, number 16. La patente di guida di categoria A, salvo diversa limitazione riportata sul documento stesso o salvo allineamento alla data del compleanno del titolare, ha validità di 10 anni, se rilasciata o confermata a chi non ha superato i 50 anni di età. So that is, so the number 16, what is the right answer? So of course the number 16, the right answer is absolutely vero. The reason why it is vero, because it said the driving license category A, unless otherwise stated on the document itself or unless aligned with the holder's birthday, is valid for 10 years if issued or confirmed to anyone under 50 years old. So it is absolutely vero. It's the same thing for the Patente B. Okay, so the 16, of course, it is vero. Very good. Number 17. Il pannello integrativo raffigurato indica di accendere le luci per evitare incidenti. So the 17, of course, the answer is falso. It says the supplementary panel shown indicates to turn on the light to avoid accidents. It is falso, because the sign simply represents there is an accident on the road. So that's why 17 is falso. 18. Il segnale raffigurato consente di marciare alla velocità di 20 km orari. And of course the 18 is falso, because it says this sign allows you to drive at a speed of 20 kilometers per hour. And it is falso, because this sign is the minimum speed. So you can't go less than 30. You have to go exactly 30 or more than 30. So that's why 18 is falso. 19. L'inquinamento atmosferico prodotto dai veicoli scompare del tutto accelerando a fondo, perché l'alta temperatura fa consumare in fretta il carburante. So the 19, of course, it is false. It says air pollution produced by vehicles disappears completely when accelerating fully, because the high temperature causes fuel to be consumed quickly. Of course, it is absolutely false. Okay, accelerating does not make the contamination, okay, or the pollution to disappear. So it is false. 20. I nostri sensi sono in grado di percepire stimoli di qualunque intensità. And the 20, the answer is false. It says our senses are capable of perceiving stimuli of any intensity. And it is false, because our senses are not capable to perceive any kind of thing in the atmosphere. Okay? We perceive only that which it is close to us. So that's why 20 is false. 21.